China is subtly increasing military pressure on Taiwan. Enlarge this change, caption Xinhua News Agency via Taipei. There's a worrying new normal in the Taiwan Strait, the narrow strip of water between and China. Beijing has long viewed self-ruled Taiwan as part of China and has threatened to force it to unite with the mainland. But over the past year, Beijing has stepped up military pressure on Taiwan while not allowing a direct invasion. China is sending ships and planes to encircle Taiwan and holding more complex military exercises, simulating a blockade of the island. In September, Taiwan's defense ministry counted a record number of Chinese fighter jets flying in the airspace around Taiwan in just one day. Daily military attacks increase around Taiwan. The Taiwan Constitution, enacted in 1947 by former Chinese nationalist rulers who fought a civil war with China's communist forces, still officially recognizes authorities in Taipei as the legitimate government representing not only Taiwan but also mainland China and some nearby regions. And now, decades after its transition to democracy in the 1990s, Taiwan still maintains an Air Defense Identification Zone, or ADIZ, monitored by its military and extending far beyond China's borders. Since last year, China has been sending almost daily military sorties in and out of the air defense zone. Robin Shu is one of the Taiwanese military enthusiasts who obsessively follows this signal communication, where Chinese pilots leave every day as their planes or ships enter the air defense zone. This summer, NPR met Shu outside a Taiwan airbase where he captured conversations between Chinese pilots in 6 separate attacks. Shu worries that miscommunication between the armies, or even misfires, could turn into conflict. Gray zone tactics. China's military activity around Taiwan has been increasing since the summer of 2022, when former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taipei. It was a trip that infuriated leaders in Beijing, which claims Taiwan as its own and opposes other countries sending high-level official visits there. Pelosi's trip also led China to seek ways to raise the bar on Taiwan. The PRC is committed to pushing boundaries in terms the acceptable level use force under open warfare, says Alessio Patalano, Professor War and Strategy at King's College London. Using acronym for China, Patalono says China prefers to use gray zone tactics such as military and economic pressure to intimidate Taiwan and influence the presidential election in January. These tactics include sending planes to punish farmers or banning Taiwanese goods. In other words, there is no hot war, no invasion, but it is constantly reminded that China has its eyes on Taiwan. Some fear China's gray zone tactics are a practice towards an actual invasion. Chinese forces can implement their military requirements as they need and even test the response ability of the Taiwanese military, says retired Taipw